Hello everyone. Hope everyone is well, safe, happy, all that good stuff. Welcome aboard Chevy Fish, Aaron, Asbo, Chewy, Anna. Yes, I say I need sleep. I've basically been doing that all day. But yeah, insomnia's been kicking in a bit. Work's been kicking my butt a bit, and the weather's not exactly helping either. Hey Griffin, how are you doing? Yeah, I don't deal with heat well when it comes to sleeping, so I've been having to drag the mattress downstairs where it's a few degrees cooler and I can leave the back door ajar. The problem with that is I then get someone big, white, and fluffy come and sleep on me, which makes me even hotter. So there we go. Not been working too well. Evening, Dan. How you diddling? I'll say I hope everyone is doing okay and well. Evening, Kay. Welcome aboard. I hope you're not being overly crowded your way this weekend. Yes, we are still on lockdown, Anna. As far as I know, it's going to continue for a while yet. Some of the schools are going back on Monday. Some non-essential businesses will be reopening on 15th of June, I believe. But as I'm off work this week, I'm actually going to see what it's like to be locked down. Except I'm going to be going out for at least one day and going to a local fish shop. So there we go. It's a bit of a joke in that I kind of know what lockdown's like and I kind of prefer it. Hi Alice, welcome aboard. Yeah, so oh, you're having lions, Dan. Well done. Yeah, it's not so good when you don't finish work till 11 o'clock at night and you get home, you chill out, you go to bed, and you wake up at like 4:30 when the sun comes up. Okay, don't go anywhere near the beach on weekends. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I just wouldn't go anywhere near the beach if it's sandy, full stop. Now, happy birthday, Aaron. I won't treat you to the ISM male voice choir, the worst part of it. Yeah, it's one of those, you got to do what's best for you, Anna. Stay safe, all that good jazz. Fortunately, in this county, my county, although I'm not actually from this county, but lived here longer than anywhere else, so yeah, we've not had any new cases reported. I think for 3 days now. Prefer not have dogs howling. Yeah, I'm hoping people are aware, Aaron, when we do that. We are purposefully singing it as badly as we can. For the non-modelly peeps, hello, Monica. Have I missed anyone? I don't think so. If I have, sorry, hello. Yeah, for the fishy peeps, the non-modelling peeps, part of the International Scale Modeler live stream, which I'm also sometimes now a part of, because I'm usually at work when it's on now. We have a birthday club, and when it's one of the live crew members' birthdays, I open their presents on live stream, as it were, and we'll sing happy birthday to them live, and dogs howl, cats leave the room, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, Kate, I would have loved to have seen the rocket, but at 10:15 last night, I was probably serving some alcoholics or explaining why I couldn't sell alcohol to a 15-year-old. Yeah, problem with viruses, they always exist and mutate. Yeah, that's the thing. A virus isn't something you get rid of. No, COVID isn't just going to go away. It's around forever now. It'll just mutate every year into a different strain. Hopefully it mutates into something less dangerous, as Chewie says, like the common cold, or just something that's going to make you feel a bit rough for a couple of days. Hopefully it doesn't go the other way and become like bubonic plague or something like that. And let's see, there's the star of the show. Look. Om nom 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 nom. There's Dave again. Hides up virtually all week. As soon as I stick a camera on, out she comes. Down you go, yeah? Yeah, no. You're going to have a friend in there soon. Yeah. Afternoon, Rodders. But yes, yeah. So 3 people and facts on your state in isolation won't be test results. Yeah, this is it. It's one of those things. But yeah, if they test positive, they just got to stay isolated. Yeah, and as Kay says, our politicians can't do what they're telling us to do, so they're having to back things up a bit so they don't look quite so bad when they get it wrong. Since Metal Diet, any new metal I've been listening to? Not really this week. Not really had a chance to. Trying to think, what have I actually listened to this week? I did listen to Cold's debut album the other day. I haven't listened to that for a few years. And between shifts yesterday, I was listening to some Misery Loves Co. That just put me in the mood dealing with drunkards, alcoholics, and teenage kids. He's got algae coming off his tank seals, doesn't need resealing. Try just clean it off with a new unused and clean kitchen pot scrub, like a Brillo pad, but with the plastic rather than the actual wire on it. I would say if it's getting in behind the silicone, then yeah, possibly would need resealing. But there are people in this chat who are far more qualified than me to talk about that, and they will put you on the right track. I will take my camera with me, okay? Obviously, with the way things are at the moment, it might not be possible. Because the way the lockdown is working in the UK is if you go into a shop, you follow a prescribed route around the shop. You don't just become a Neanderthal and wander around where you like. You follow the prescribed route and you stay 6 feet away from everyone else. You don't touch stuff that you're not going to buy. No, the amount of times you'll get that one person who goes through every loaf of bread to find the one with the latest date on it. Like, no, would you mind not doing that and just take the one at the front? That's out of date tomorrow. Yeah, and you got something on your hands, you just put it on every single loaf of bread that's there. Please don't do that, because I really don't want to have to sanitize 30 loaves of bread. Yeah, Anna, your health, your safety, your life, you do what you think is right. MC, not in sunlight, it keeps coming back. It's just It's what algae does, really. Doesn't need a lot of light for algae to grow, especially if there's nothing else in there taking up any of the nutrients. Yeah, so fortunately, Kay, I know, as you know, I'm in a small town, so it's a bit better, it's a bit easier. We've only got, 2 small supermarkets, 3 convenience stores, and 2 petrol station garages actually open at the moment, so it's not too bad. The hardware store has just recently reopened-ish. They have basically tables out the back of the store, which you phone, you say what you want, they go put it out on the table, you go down to the store, you take it off the table, you pay, and you leave. Pretty much it. Rich, get well, buddy. Hope you get your knee sorted out soon. Hope Karen gets better as well. Do I know anything about keeping discus? A little. I'm nowhere near an expert. They are expensive fish, so I wouldn't want to give you the wrong advice. What I do know is that the captive raised, I think they're the German, the Stenker ones, are a lot more hardy than the wild caught types. Purely because they've been aquacultured. They've not lived in the perfect conditions in the Amazon or wherever it is they come from. It's probably that kind of area. So yeah, if you're going to get them, the Stenker ones are hardier, less prone to dying at the drop of a hat. I do know they do need very clean water, so yeah, not for me really. Plus, my tanks aren't big enough for discus. Al, hello, my friend. How the devil art Al? Good to have you here. Hope the weather's not too hot for you up your direction, just south of the Arctic Circle. Monica's eating too many carbs. There's no such thing as eating too many carbs. There's only not eating enough. If there's room in your stomach, there's room for carbs. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. I'm trying to think, who do I know? Is there anybody in chat who keeps discus? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think who I would recommend for videos on keeping discus. Well, Chewy will know, but then Chewy's like the encyclopedia of everything. Oh dear. But you had to put on your short kilt, have you, Al? You got the short shorts on. Yeah, I'm the same, man. I've lost like nearly 20 pounds since lockdown started. But funny enough, I've been working at the time, and I hadn't been working before, so that's what that is. What up, Matthew? Welcome aboard. Good to see you here. Kenny's got discus. Yes, thank you, Chevy. Yep, so if you were to look up Daniken Aquatics on YouTube, Rich, he's probably got several videos on the subject. If not, he does do live streams as well, which I don't know the time because it's probably while I would be asleep. Just thinking about Al wearing his wife's G-string. Or is that the G-string off her guitar? Because that's probably thick enough to be a skirt on you. Yeah, hang it, yeah. So check out Daniken Aquatics. He'll be out either you can drop into one of his live streams and ask questions directly, or you can watch his videos. Top dude. Yeah, Jack Watley. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say this. Problem is, I think some people, if not most of you, know how bad my old memory can be. So, I mean, I have enough difficulty remembering the fish I have, let alone what everyone else has got. It gets tricky, especially when you're watching and people have got like 200 or 300 tanks and you're trying to remember. No. You do that, Anna. If you don't need to go out, don't go out. That's what I'm saying. Dang, Rich. Screw that. Well, it's not that far off of that here. It's about 27, 28, I think. Judging by the dribble that just ran down my back. Still not sponsored. Mind you, last week's stream, I was sat there drinking litres of the stuff and yawning away, nearly falling asleep. Probably didn't help. But there we go. Wiles are the only type of discus ever kept 6 pH and lower. Yeah, well, so that's what I understand is that the Stenka ones can take the higher pHs, slightly cooler temperatures, a little bit more nitrate in the water, that kind of thing. Yeah, there's probably not a lot of fish with that go onto Lake Malawi water. I mean, maybe some saltwater fish might be okay in Lake Malawi water. Actually, that's a thought. Would a really hard water cichlid, African cichlid type setup have high enough TDS and salinity perhaps to be able to keep brackish or some easier saltwater fishing? Yeah, it's just a thought. Probably not. Hi Ro, how are you? Great overcast, so it isn't too hot today. Oh yeah. Well, the other one you can do, Aaron, is providing your dad's tank hasn't had a water change lately, and the water's been sat in there a while. You can pinch use the water out of that because it will have gassed off anything nasty. I was just don't go over the top with it. Yeah, my pond's getting low. The water butt's almost empty. And it's part of the reason I haven't cut the grass in a while, because it's at least partially shading the pond so it's not evaporating too quickly. Yeah, zebraplex would do well with discus. Now it's just a thought, Sherryfish. I was just wondering because I mean I've pretty much got the perfect water for Malawi cichlids. About the one thing I don't want to keep as well. So yeah, you know. Well, there we go. Kay's got the idea. Don't use the fish tank water for the fly trap. Yeah. Still water. Ooh. Have you got any distilled water that you use for the thinners for your airbrush? That'll probably be okay. just as a random thought. Thank you, Matthew. That is about, well, that unit, which you can't see the whole unit, that's about a quarter of it. Uh, yeah, I've got in excess of 1,000 DVDs. It's a bit sad. Mm-hmm. And the Chingu River, very warm. Ah. Not now, you have to refill the PC water loop. Oh, damn. Well, hopefully it piddles down the rain for you fairly soon. So as long as it stays dry for me tomorrow, I'll get the back grass cut. It's starting to resemble a hay meadow out there. And after that, this week, all I really want it to stay dry for is while I'm sitting at bus stops waiting for the bus in Norwich on my way back from Maidenhead Aquatics. Should probably be midweek sometime. Not sure what to get, but it's more likely just going, just wanting, basically, I just want to get out and go somewhere different. Literally, the only places I've been outside of my house since mid-late March have been work, Lidl, which is a supermarket, and that's it. That's the only places I've been. Distilled water, you normally get that from a hardware store or a garage, Dan. It's generally what you use for topping up the battery in the car or coolant in the summer before they started using posh coolants. Yeah, it was expensive at the moment, but you know, if you can find a local hardware store, they'll have a bottle of it kicking about somewhere. As you say, you don't really want to go out anywhere if you can help it. Yes, Rich. Yeah, Halfords will have it, Dan. Yeah, farm raised. That's generally the thing with pretty much any fish. Pretty much, you know, if you take something out of the wild, it's used to the wild water system. Whereas if you take something that's been bred in a tank, it's used to a tank. So, yeah, it's that simple. Thank you, Mon. Yeah, it's just the wood pigeons at the moment and the sparrows. Yeah, I say the distilled water. We don't necessarily have that in our grocery stores. We got the posh waters. Now the ones that don't just come out, but well, probably do just come out of a tap, and they stick it in a bottle and put a label on it. Which I never really understood why people would buy. Yes, I have been to Taverham Garden Centre, Kate, myself, and yes, American peoples, that's how you pronounce that word. It's Taverham, not Taberham. Yeah, they do have a sizable fish section. I went there. It's quite a travel from here. Well, for me in a car anyway, it's a long way. And I didn't buy a single thing. What does that tell you? It means I basically took one look at the tanks and went, yeah. Basically, all the fish had no colour, were clamped up, didn't look particularly healthy at all. Yeah, so I didn't buy any fish from there. You're not missing anything, Kay, trust me. And the rest of the garden centre weren't that great either. Yeah, a DI machine. Yes, you would be. Yeah, things like that are a bit strange over here. If you. You can probably get an RODI unit that will hook up to your kitchen taps or whatever. Um, you definitely don't want LA rainwater. Nothing can live in that. Yeah, so if you look up an RO or an RODI unit on Amazon, you might find something. Well, you should find something cheaper than 200 anyway. But other than that, yeah, just local Halfords or Card Place or somewhere like that will have. It'll probably be like fleeted jugs or something like that. But should be able to get the distill that way. Redfish, Bluefish, welcome aboard. Good to have you here, you nerd. All nerds together. Yeah. Yeah, so it's all keeping the pH neutral, especially the car batteries. Don't want to be putting. Yep. As someone once said, one day the geek shall inherit the earth. I'm sticking with that one. Because, some people aren't intelligent enough to be geeks or nerds. Right. Now, this here Danio of mine, the chop ray or glow light, whichever you want to call it, whichever country you're from. Now, so there's 7 there. 6 are absolutely perfect. I've got the one that is gradually turning pure white. Now, it's other than the colour change, it is perfectly healthy, swimming around, not clamped, quite happy, interacting with all the rest, not getting bullied. If anything, doing the bullying, feeding away. So I'm not worried that it's going to die. I'm just kind of interested to know why it might go like Snow White. And has it got something like the fishy equivalent of vitiligo? Because the other 6 are fine. It's been doing it for a considerable amount of time. It's been slowly changing colour. And nothing else in the tank has shown any sign of any illness or anything. So if anyone knew anything about that, I thought they might do. It's just kind of confusing me. I can't find any info on why a Chopra Danio would suddenly turn white, unless it's been scared by something. Yep, the geek shall indeed inherit the earth. Because the geek will be able to operate the computer systems in a method that the non-geek will not. And the geek will also understand. Whereas the non-geek grows a long beard, sticks on a bunch of tactical stuff, and including some kind of covering for their face, so they don't get recognised, and they go in and complain about having to wear a mask. But yeah, that could be it, Kay. It could just be that it's seen me and it's just had the colour scared out of it. I mean, it's not that it's going white. I think it's just completely losing all its colour and basically going albino, English pronunciation. I'm watching too many American things. I'm starting to speak Americanese. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong, and it seems healthy. Let's see if I can get it on the camera. Yeah, filter prices for masks at the moment. Yeah, I might give that a go, Kay. So, if anyone in chat hasn't seen the vid, I'll grab the camera raw. Just some reason it's getting rather warm. Excuse the rather full ashtray. We'll see if we can. They're all glow light Danios, but that one's definitely not glow light anymore. That way. So it's swimming around perfectly happily. Oh no! While we've got the camera off, we'll quick look there. See how many plecos we got. Most of them are hiding up at the moment, but I did put half a zucchini in there like a day ago. Yes, Henry Hoover over in the corner. No, Richard glow lights are completely natural species as far as I'm aware. Yeah, as I say, it doesn't seem to be getting picked on by anyone. He's just going about his business, and yeah, it could just be he's getting old. I mean, this is the thing, when you buy fish from a shop, you've no idea how old they already are. Oh, pardon me. So it could just be getting old, but zucchini. Yeah, all right. Courgette, Dan. Courgette. There's more Americans in here, so it's easier to just say zucchini, and the majority of the people know what you're talking about. And as most of us Brits watch American TV, movies, shows, etc., it's easier to use the American terminology because Brits get that. Americans don't necessarily get British terminology. I mean, if I was to start talking about Bishy Barney bees, only me and Kay would have a clue what the heck we were talking about. Yep, the RO that works on the kitchen tap. That's pretty much your one, Rich. But I would look into those. You get a lot of wastewater with those things. Welcome, Patrick. How are you? Yep, ladybird, Bishy Barney bee. Where the hell that came from, I don't know. But then I call hedgehogs bush pigs, so. And I've decided the group term for plecos is an homonym of plecos. You get a bunch of them together, and that's all that happens. They say homonym. Yeah, so that's the thing with RO. It's going to pay to do as much research as you can, Rich. I don't have one purely because of the price of water around here. Pop a poop of plecos, yeah, that would work. But I'll go with a nom because 3 gallon per. Damn, that's a pretty sizable one. Should do the trick. How big a tank you got all going for, Rich? Do you know? Yeah. I just realised I haven't done what's been going on in Sharpie's fish room this week yet, have I? Alright, don't rub it in that you got aircon. I just opened the door a bit wider, which gets a bit more breeze flowing through. And this is, yeah, 125 would probably, I'm guessing the 125 would be okay for discus. I'm not sure how many you could get in there. Yeah, same here, Kay, is the amount of wastewater that you get from an RODI unit, 60. Yeah, 60. I mean, that's half that again. So you could probably get a 1%. Yeah, you could get half a dozen in a 60 gallon, I would have thought, without too much problem. I mean, you know, I've got like 150, 200 plecos in 10 gallon. So. Needs must in my case, unfortunately. I'm kind of trying desperately to shift them on, but unfortunately nobody local really wants bristlenose plecos or cribensis at the moment. So I'm kind of stuck with them until I can get to a shop or a wholesaler that does take them. So then I will start clearing out my grow up tubs. Yay! Oh, pardon me. Oh dear. Hey Scott, if I missed you, say hello. And if I missed anyone else as well, hello. Nothing personal, just me being old and crap as usual. Yeah, so what's been going on in my fish room this week? Again, not a lot hugely. Robert and Roberta have been doing the rumpy pumpy again, so I had to move the baby apistos out because they were getting eaten again. So yeah, the little dinky baby apistos went into there. I haven't seen them since. But that doesn't mean they're not hiding up in there somewhere. All there is in there is the CPDs, so nothing with a big enough mouth to eat them, I would have thought. Oh, yeah, clearing out guppy fry. Pretty much anything cichlid or rainbow fish. Cribs will clear them out. Apistos are really good at clearing out guppies because they'll eat them until they're about half an inch long, the males. They'll say there's about half a dozen, I think, Kay. It's one of those way looking. They're really well camouflaged, especially on a dark substrate with dark piece of wood and plants. It's hard to spot them, and fed them as I can only see 7. Hang on, there were like 20 in here the other day. Where'd they? Oh, right. And that was when I saw Roberta coming out of the coconut hut with another piece of substrate in her mouth, spit it out, and go back in again. So, you're gardening again, aren't you? Yes, you've got another batch of eggs in there. Yeah, even a ram. Okay, even a ram will eat guppy fry, and they're not exactly un-nano, are they? I mean, that's the biggest a ram's going to get about that. Pinky length at most. That oil eats pretty much anything. Anything that moves fast enough to catch them will eat them. I think my angelfish used to do it. Then she got a taste for it and started eating the adult guppies as well, so she had to go. Yeah, well, Corys are just cool. I want to get some, but I want to get some of the orange or green lasers. Pop them in there. Just scrape 5 or 6 green or orange laser Corys and pop them in there. Have them scootering about. Oh, result, Dan. Sweet. Peacock gudgeon. Yeah, they are gorgeous fish. I did have some, but again, I got mine from a garden centre and they weren't exactly healthy, so they didn't last very long. Heck, one didn't even make it 24 hours. But then they were like $3.95 each, so you know. Yeah, killifish will munch their way through shrimp quite happily. Although saying that, this tank here with the glow light danios has got, I'm going to say, a healthy population of cherry shrimp. There shouldn't be any in there. So I did clear them all out. I must have missed 1 or 2 when I stripped the whole tank down. When I say stripped the whole tank down, I mean pulled everything out, even the substrate, cleaned all the substrate, put it all back together, and there's cherry shrimp in there. Yeah, there's a good population in there. There's at least 30 or 40 of them. There was a while where I just kept pulling the odd one out the back of the flex, get into the filter compartments. But now most of them are living under the rock. As I say, there's a pair of butterfly cichlids in there. So shrimp should not be in there. They should have all been eaten a long time ago. Oh yeah, Daniel's white cloud and shrimp. Yeah, it's the it's the cichlids that should be eating them, but they're not. Either that, or the shrimp are just too sneaky and good at hiding for the cichlids. Yeah, if anyone wants to donate me some lasers, orange lasers, yep. That never hurts to ask, though, Scott. That would be something. I would like to breed. Would be Corys. It's a bit trickier than like live bearers or pistos or crebensis or bristle noses, but you know, I'll give it a go. Yeah, I think it's once the shrimp just get to a big enough size where the fish can't eat them, then they just leave them be. Good idea, Kay. I'll just pour some Mary Rose sauce in there. Well, I think it'll clear the tank out pretty quick. I wouldn't have to bother rehoming any of the fish. Which is what's going to be happening soon. The cichlids will be going bye-bye. Bertie, the current female breeding bristlenose, will be going in here with Dave, the other female. Ginger, who I'm pretty sure is a female, will be going in with Spotty. So hopefully at least then I might get some longfin bristlenoses and maybe some super reds as well. Actually, she's just come out of hiding. Nom 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 nom. See her, I think she's a much bigger fish than she actually is. She's just all the fin. She's about 50% fin, I think. Break off a piece of, well, yeah, liquid rock. That is the fishy community version of the phrase. Oh no, she saw me and hid back under a rock again. Yeah, so Ginger will be going in with Spotty. So hopefully then we can get babies from them. The Danios will probably go into that tank as well. And the guppies will come out and go back into here. And so this one here is being stripped down and will become a shell dweller or Maltese tank. Hang on, I've mentioned it. Sean's going to turn up now. You watch it. I've mentioned shell dwellers. Sean's going to suddenly, excuse me, pop up in chat. Just get 2 more. Yeah, that's kind of on the horizon, Rich. Once I save up enough YouTube money, as it were, I am thinking getting rid of this unit, relocating that, and getting a Fluval Mega Flex, the 32-gallon flex, and popping one of them in there. That's my thinking at the moment, anyway. So that's kind of one of them things. So yeah, that's next plan. IMK, it will be the butterfly cichlids. Will be going. Probably, if not all, then most of the guppies, because I've got a couple that just aren't sellable or rehomeable. I'm keeping the CPDs, Kay. If anything, I might buy some more this week. No, because there's only 4 in there, and I have seen some breeding behaviour. So I'm thinking maybe if I stick a few more in there, that we might get baby CPDs. And if I get baby CPDs, you can have some. So, deal. But yeah, so the problem then is if I get the Mega Flex, what do I put in it? You know. Yeah, so the butterfly cichlids will be going because they've not done what they were meant to be doing. There's been no Bum Chicka Wah Wah, and obviously the bristlenose juveniles and fry, and the remaining Crebensis adults, juveniles, the breeding pair, and when they get big enough, the current juveniles. Because yes, the juveniles in the grow out tank have bred twice now, so I've got 2 sets of juvenile Crebensis again. No, I'm not. Let me research butterfly cichlids. They're the have a swig first before I try and say this. Make sure my throat is well lubricated. They put the logo on the wrong side of the can, don't they? They should put the logo on that side of the can, so when you drink it, people can see what you're drinking. Yeah, they're the Anomalochromis. Very pretty little fishies. Just typical dwarf African cichlid, really. Like hard water. Eat anything that's slow enough or small enough to fit in the mouth. Like plenty of cover. Rather pretty, I've got to say. But just not doing their job. They're not reproducing. They're not multiplying in numbers. So no, I'd rather have something in the tank that is going to do that. But yeah, as I say, yeah, and a lot of it is purely down to just the fish's temperament, like my Norman, rest his soul. He's an insectivore. He should have been eating the shrimp. I never saw him touch a single one. Now, when you've got a 4-gallon tank and you've got a better and 100 cherry shrimp in there, It tells you something about the personality of that better. Now, when I get a new better, make sure it doesn't say replacement because you can't replace Norman. Then, that's why I moved all the shrimp out of there, because I'm pretty sure a new better will probably have a taste for shrimp, and I'd rather have the shrimp and be able to sell them or just keep them than I would have them just be better food. And meat up to fish pint, shrimp and snail shop. Yep, that sounds a plan, Kay. That's one of my things to do actually for this week, is to set up a Facebook group for local, Attleborough and the surrounding areas, fish keepers group. Because I know there are several fish keepers around here. I put out a couple of feelers and some people said yes, that would be a good idea, so I'm going to set one up this week. Yeah. So I mean, I've never kept discus, and I know the name of Jack Watley. And the other one I know of is Discus Hans, or Hans. Norfolk Purple. Yeah, we can try. So that was one of the other ideas, was to possibly move the CPDs on or put them in another tank. Don't get excited, Kay, and have a blue shrimp tank, but now I've put a pistogramus in there. It's probably not a good idea to put shrimp in it. Although that tank would probably be ideal for them. It's got inert substrate and it grows algae by the bucket load. So and actually I did have something else happen, this morning. 125, that's a 200 litre or 45 gallon Sonic. And that's a 25 litre, 6 gallon. That's a 20 litre, 5 gallon. Now, I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera. But as you may know, I have vampire shrimp in this tank behind me. And what I found this morning, if I can actually get it without it completely falling apart. Oh, tuck back in. There we go. See if we can get the camera to focus. That is bees malt. Don't know how well you can see it, but yeah, saved the vampire shrimp malt. And what that tells me is that vampire shrimp, their flesh is the blue colour, not the shell. Yeah, I found it a very impressive and cool thing to grab. Yeah, I'll say great tanks, Sonic. The plural aromas. Are the lights the greatest? No, perhaps not. Are the filters amazing? Not really. They do the job. That's why I was getting worse. Oh dear. Yep. Time for a new wire. Well, a new mouse. I'm guessing it's probably cheaper than replacing the wire. Oh, pardon me. Substrates for discus. Yeah, all depends. As I say, if you're going to plant the tank, then you'll want something, as I say, either a plant substrate or a dirted tank. Draw the pigment back into their bodies before molting. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, I was wondering why I hadn't seen her, because she normally, where her cave is, I can actually see her. She hides down the side of this log, but because I sit over there in the armchair, I can look and just see her sticking her head out. I hadn't seen her for a day or so. Yes, Sonic, there's been no problems there whatsoever. It's literally just me working Friday evenings now. That's all that is. As I'm off this week, I will probably be joining the live show this Friday. But yeah, that's it. There's not been any fallings out, no arguments, no dramas, nothing's happened. It's literally just work. Yeah, I work Friday evenings, so I can't do the live show. It's that simple. I know when it became apparent that I was going to have to work Friday evenings, I let Paul and the guys know. Said, look, this is what's happening. Sorry, don't want to let you down, but you know, having a job is kind of important. And yeah, there's been no grief. As Rich will know, I've not had any fallings out with anyone in the group recently. I was going to go and clean my glasses on my t-shirt, but it's rather sweaty and damp, so I'll leave it. Yeah, thanks, Rich. It's good to be back. I'll hopefully be in some more hangouts this week, providing I don't kill myself with hay fever when I cut that back lawn. But yeah, so I've been having this is it, just work. Yeah, I've been low mojo again lately. Building a German tank is really not helping my mojo. Josh, yes, I know who you are now. Yeah, so it's just what I've been doing more of lately. As I do model stuff, I'll do model videos. If people ask for a how I do, or can you do a review of that kit if you bought it, or can you show how to thin this paint or what thinners work with this, then I can do a video on it. It's quite easy for me. Normally the hardest part is figuring out how to do it all in one shot without editing or pausing or anything like that. But once I got that done, I just hit record and start. Yeah, you'll find that with the fish fan, Rich, on FishTube. Everyone is happy to share information. Not so much in the modeling community all the time. Some people can be very temperamental, let's say. Yeah, thanks for putting the notification right over the chat. Thank you. It is. Yeah. This is it. You just get to a point where you're just like, oh, this is just killing my mojo. And so I've been getting home from work. Well, so I get home from work and it's generally 11 o'clock at night when I finish work. And I don't want to be building a model at that time of night, struggling to keep my eyes open. I know some people say my models look like I build them with my eyes shut. And some people probably say I probably could build a model with my eyes shut, but there's that. So then get up in the morning, have a morning nap with Mary, and then it's like a few hours and I'm back to work again. So it's just the way it is. You can do a live chat on Sunday. Oh dear, Rich. Yeah, so that's the thing, Rich, is I also work Sundays. So on a Sunday when I start my live stream, I literally got home from work 45 minutes ago, apart from today, because our week starts on a Sunday. So I'm off Sunday to Saturday this week. So I should be able to catch many more live streams, hopefully, during the week. Unless, of course, I just sleep through them all. Distinct possibility. It may do, Kate. I will have to look into it and see. Oblivion RAM. No RAMs in there. Only stuff in there that you could mistake for a RAM would be the other butterfly cichlid that had to get moved, or maybe Pam the Crebensis. I think Anna was saying about bamboo shrimp. There's one of mine up in that corner on the back wall of the tank. You probably can't see. Yeah, and they're well over a year old now. Yeah, chunk of shrimp. Yeah, so as Mary's going back to work this week as well, I'm thinking it's not going to hurt. I'm pretty sure my neighbours aren't going to drop me in it, because I get on very well with them both. So it may well happen relatively soon. Yeah, much as I enjoy hugging Zach, and I'd rather hug a Mary. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Well, so once we can start seeing each other again without, I know. I've not always been one to go by the law and the rules. I tend to bend and break them quite a lot. We're being good about this because this is serious. Yes, small screen. Yeah, they're full-grown bamboo shrimp. You know what they look like. Yeah. So once we can see each other, then obviously the first time we see each other, we won't be leaving the house. Lots of cuddling and snuggling to catch up on, and snoozing and napping and all that good stuff. And my birthday presents. Going to be over a month late. I've still got the Easter eggs for Mary and the kids down here. Yeah, so once we're Rich. You know I moved the bed away from the wall so that doesn't happen. Yeah, so once the second or third time or whatever, then that's when I'll be able to start moving fish out, as it were. Things like the Crebensis, the bristlenoses, the butterfly cichlids. Yeah, so hopefully then things I can start moving forward with things. I mean, I am moving forward. I'll probably need another one, but I've got a bag of sand, so I'm part ready to go shell dwellery. And I've ordered up the shells as well, so Amber, yeah, I had a better. I've got Ember Tetras in here and in with the Epistogrammas, and yeah, as I say, some betters will like my Norman completely left the shrimp alone. Others will just hunt each and every one down. It's just the way. different people have different personalities, different fish have different personalities. And so pretty much every person who says you can't put that with that, there's someone else who has, and it's worked. It's Queen, yes. So now, I mean, I don't think I've got anything at the moment that shouldn't work other than cherry shrimp with butterfly cichlids. Don't have too many fish tanks, don't have enough house. Was that Lucas or Amber? Or maybe Joseph? Probably one of them. Yeah, I got an understanding. Yeah, it's probably that one is probably that bit too big for the better to eat, which is why it's leaving it. It's like, no, you're just too big. So I can kind of understand the fully grown cherry shrimp in this tank surviving being too big for the butterfly cichlids to eat, because butterflies have got fairly small mouths on them. But they're breeding. There are baby shrimp in there all over. Ah, Bentley, yeah. Oh, damn it, yeah, Bentley was live yesterday, weren't he? I missed it. Well, I say I missed it. I was at work. Yeah, because currently my day off each week is Thursdays, which isn't really helpful for most things. But hey, a day off's a day off. I'm not complaining. And if I get 2 days off, it's like, woohoo! I can have one day and do all my chores and water changes, and the next day I can sleep. It's just one of the other plans this week is to do 2 water changes this week in every tank, just to make sure I get it's not rock piles, there's just large rocks in there that they can get in and under. There's wood, it's fairly heavily planted, and I'll say it's a crushed lava rock substrate as well, which they get in and amongst. That's probably how a couple of them managed to escape. They were in the substrate and survived the rinsing and washing out process, which I did to get rid of the planaria that were in there. And now the only tank that does have some planaria is that one there, and there's only a couple. So I've cut the feeding right back, so there's not any excess food in there for them to eat. So hopefully they will die out and all will be good. As Mark Shrimp Tanks says, I don't keep fish, I don't keep shrimp. They just happen to be in the tanks I raise planaria in. Hey Thomas, welcome aboard. Good to have another person here. More the merrier. Yes. So what else? What else has been going on? Shelley's. Oh, sweet. Ponds are cool. Are you going ornamental or more nature type pond, Thomas? Because I watch all kinds of random stuff on YouTube and see some of the pond people and how over the top they go with filters and stuff. And it seems to me a lot of them don't want the stuff in the pond that keeps the pond healthy. It's like, oh, there's some muck on the bottom, we must get that out. Or there's algae, what do I put into it to kill all the algae? No, leave it. Your fish are eating it. Microorganisms are living in it. everything else is happy with it. And I'd rather look at hair algae flowing in the flow gently than I would look at black liner any day. Ornies, cool. Yep, I don't think any. Yeah, I'm fairly sure there aren't any tadpoles surviving in the pond now, Kay. I'm pretty sure that the comets munched them all. Which in one way is kind of sad. In another way is kind of good because I do, yeah, get a lot of frogs. I mean, a few years ago when I was mowing the lawn, it was like just green tide just moving away from the mower. There's all the little froglets are just zooming everywhere, getting away. I hate to think how many I ran over. Yeah, I know, Scott. Mentioning shell dwellers multiple times and Sean hasn't turned up. I think I'm going to have to send him a message and check he's okay. He's not electrocuted himself again. Yeah, I know, Chewy, but normally if someone mentions it, no, it's a definite speak of the devil. You just have to mention shell dwellers and Sean just suddenly arrives. Yeah, that's cool, Thomas. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've done is, no, I'm going to, no, if stuff wants to live in there, it's perfectly welcome to. Yeah, I know there are dragonflies around. I like seeing them in the garden when they hatch. Shell dwellers, shell dwellers, shell dwellers, shell dwellers. Yeah. Oh, bummer. Thanks for letting us know, Patrick. I'll send him some kind of Mickey taking message then. Either I'll send him a picture of the sand, or when the shells turn up, I'll send him a picture of the shells because they should be here this week. Which is a random one because I could. No. Okay, I did it through Amazon, just easier for me. Yeah, I thought one extra for luck, Kay. So I ordered the shells off of Amazon, and there were several options, but the two sensible ones, because they didn't say shell dweller shells, which instantly adds a zero to the price. Thank you, Thomas. It was the two options I had were you could buy, what was it, 10 shells for £10. Was it 10? No, 10 shells for £8, including shipping. And I figured I'd probably need more than 10, so I'd not, well, I'm going to need at least 20. So that's like, and the other option was 50 shells for £15 with free shipping. So we've got 50 escargot shells on the way. Why is it giving me the option to super chat myself? What? Yeah, the fish shops are open around here as well. Josh's problem me getting to them. There are. Oh, I don't know. Is Escape Nature's open? I can get there via the bus, and Knockcuts or Maidenhead I can get to via the bus. But as I don't drive, I can't get to any of the others that actually sell fish, or not that I trust anyway. I could probably cycle to Swallow Aquatics, but I don't trust their fish at the moment. Thank you, Chewy. There's a little link for Father Fish, who will be on after me. So if you're still here, Rich, you may want to check that dude out. Yep. Escape Nation, no, they don't have many fish. It's escaping shop, so I think pretty much the only livestock they sell would be cherry shrimp, maybe nerite snails. I think everything else in there is literally for their display tanks. Other than that, it's all plants, hardscape, CO2 systems, and fertilizers, that kind of stuff, and all the not the ariums, little gardens in a jar, them things. Paludarium, that the one? I can never remember. There's too many ariums. Yeah, it's an F1 shop as opposed to LFS. That it is. Yeah, stops you buying more fish. Yeah, that does help. Yeah, dark frogs and stick-on plants. I see these things and they look very lovely and very pretty, but I'd probably just end up killing it all. So I just leave it be, let someone else have it. If I've got something big enough to hold enough water to hold dart frogs, I'm going to fill it up with water and put fish or shrimp in it. Let's put it that way. It's yeah. So again, once I can see Mary again, then we'll hit the local fish shops. Pets at Home. Been that long, I can't remember the fish shops. So yeah, be Maidenhead, Pets at Home, Escape Nature, Swallow. Mainly not for fish, but to get other stuff. Anglia Aquatics in Thetford, which is literally just over the road from Pets at Home. Pretty much the main ones I use. Thetford Garden Centre sometimes. They do have some rather good fish, and they're normally really cheap. But oh, pardon me. Yeah, there's a reason they're cheap. They don't live very long. One else, I can't remember the name. Yeah, me either. I know there's one there. I've never been there. There's one in Watton as well, but I refuse to go back to that one after the way we were treated the first time. And there's the one in Bury that I've got Robert and Roberta from, but the only reason we went there was to get them, because nowhere else anywhere remotely close had any epistogrammas. And the way they treated Mary when she went in there to look, and then didn't exactly give me great service either. Means we won't be going back. Oh yeah, good point, Patrick. Yep. Yeah, if you're not too far from Denver, I'm sure we can put you in touch with Priscilla. Yep. The API master test kit. Yeah, it's a fair old trek, but Priscilla does know her stuff. And if you drop some fish fam names when you go in, then you'll be golden. Yeah, so if we're talking API master test kits, there's my one. Yeah. Kept in a similar state to my workbench. Well, I don't use it very often at the moment. Every so often I check the nitrate levels in the tanks, but I've got enough experience now that I can look at a tank, see how the fish are reacting, and see what's going on. Okay, is anyone else, Pat's got any guests tomorrow? I don't know. But again, I shall have to remember to watch Pat tomorrow, because he's been good enough to turn up for my streams, and unfortunately I haven't turned up for his because I've been at work. Yes. If you're watching Priscilla's channel, Rich, you are not allowed to get a peacock mantis shrimp, okay? You're not allowed one. Just tell yourself. Yeah, ballpark. Yeah, ballpark is close enough generally for most things. Yeah, I know the feeling, Dan. I get the same sort of thing every time I pull the bristlenose eggs out of the cave. And that's because I'm not worried about the bristlenoses getting eaten. Obviously, some would, but that's Mama Ram. She'll do that. But it's more, I don't want to be trying to chase a whole bunch of bristlenoses around that, baby bristlenoses around that tank. That's more what it is. Not planning on shrimp at this time. Yeah, I mean, peacock mantis, they're a little different kind of shrimp, Rich. We're talking about a shrimp that is capable of punching clean through the glass. So, you know. Very much you have a big tank with one shrimp in it that you don't see most of the time. Oh yeah, I do watch them back, Kay. As I say, I've not been doing much modelling lately, so I've been catching. I try to catch up on live streams I've missed. So yeah, I do watch most people's streams back, normally on the Xbox, and I normally fall asleep. Yeah, Josh, I'm worried about a big shrimp creep most people out. I've just about got used to it now. When the bamboo shrimp in here go swimming around, it looks like there's a locust flying around in the room. I mean, they're not that big. I mean, they're only like, what's that, 3 inches? So in real life and all, yeah, wouldn't want to keep one. No, there's yeah, they're very cool creatures, but very specialist. And that's one of the things I find from watching a lot of YouTube videos is I see some awesome fish that I would love to keep, and then you go, yeah, I can't really look after that yet. I'm not good enough or experienced enough or have the right kind of foods available. At least one of the Speak of the Devils has worked out today. Hello, Priscilla. How the devil are you? My lovely. We might have just found you a new friend and a new customer. Priscilla, meet Rich. Rich, meet Priscilla. There we go. Sorted. Oh, lurking and organising. Yes, organising. Well, I use it as a turn of phrase. You're definitely not a devil. We have just been talking about you, Priscilla, in a good way, singing your praises, saying how wonderful and awesome you are. Putting a fellow Coloradan onto you as a source of fishy information and purchasing. Why would we have anything bad to say about you, Priscilla? We all love you, especially that accent, that awesome, awesome, one of a kind accent. There's nobody sounds quite like you. Yeah, I think we can safely say, Rich, welcome to Fish Fam. About 3 hours north and slightly west of Denver. Oh, oh, oh! Do tell, Scott. Do tell. What's Priscilla been doing with the homeless despot? Oh, has Priscilla been being naughty? Have you been swearing at strangers again? Have you got to go back and apologise? Oh, damn. Well, hopefully you get it sorted out, Chevy. I'll see you later. Thanks for turning up. Welcome, welcome, Willie Mac. How are you? Yep. Work has been a bit of a mare for me as well. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I've just been working a lot is the problem. And now it's got hot. People know I don't do well in the heat. I mean, look at this. Does this look like the face of someone who goes out in the sun a lot? In fact, these walls are painted white. There's not a huge difference in shade. I mean, if I shaved my head and stood up, you probably wouldn't see most of my head. Yeah. Not nocturnal. I just don't like the sun. I've spent too long indoors in dimly lit rooms, too well insulated to like the heat. So my eyes don't like bright light, full stop. One reason why a lot of my model pictures are really bad is because what to me seems plenty enough light is apparently too dark for a camera. Basically now when I'm taking pictures of models, I put on enough lights that my eyes hurt, and then I know it's bright enough to take a picture. There we go. Hopefully that's even closer. I don't know my way around Colorado particularly well, obviously. I do know quite a few people who live there now, so it's kind of strange. I probably know more people who live in Colorado than live in Suffolk, which is the next county along. Yeah, I do actually. I do know more people who live in Colorado than live in Suffolk. Such is the joy of the internet. Oh, pardon me. Coming out both ends now. Oh, pardon me again. It lives in the desert. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you hope someone managed to get the license plate or whatever Chevy, so you can get your car sorted out and not have to pay for it. And insurance does what insurance should do. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Chewy. Yeah, Rich. If you're going to do a sand substrate, you're sorted. Just go out to a patch of desert and dig some up. Never mind, Patrick. Near enough. We can't remember exactly where everyone lives. Sometimes I forget where I live. Oh, there you go, Rich. See, you could probably come to a deal if you can get Chola, Cholla, holy sticks, cactus skeletons, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, if you could take Priscilla down a big bunch of Cholla wood, yeah, might be able to sort something out. There you go, Rich's new job. Trundle around the desert picking up bits of Cholla wood. Cholla is a cactus, Rich, that when it dies, it leaves its skeleton, which is basically a stick with a hole in the middle and lots of holes in the sides. So it's very good to have in a fish tank or a shrimp tank. It's a very popular item. So go around and collect it up and you can sell it. Just obviously, don't kill adult live cactuses to get it. Not that you would, because you're a sensible person. Well, most of the time you do join us on hangouts, so you're not that sensible. And you build models. So yeah, no. Takes a certain kind of nutcase. Yeah, it is very popular in the aquarium hobby. And the only piece I've got is actually resin. I don't, Priscilla. If I did, I would. Oh, and there's a resin piece right tucked down in the back of here somewhere, which I think is where JC now lives, the other vampire shrimp. Exactly, Kay. You can sell all the cones to people. There's the old people's home just literally just over the road. They've got some giant magnolia trees. I could quite easily go and collect the leaves, sell them for shrimpies. I probably shouldn't have said that now because people will be coming around and raiding all the leaves off the floor. Yeah. Yep, Rich is just going to investigate, see whether he has got Cholla wood near him. Right, top up the pension a bit, Rich. Public place, New Walnut Mulberries. Yeah, walnuts. I know more people in Norfolk. Yeah. It's weird, isn't it, how the internet works? You know more people from further away than locally these days. It's one of those things like, not now. Now I'm working in the shop. I can't walk through town without someone saying hello. But that's just because they recognise me from work. Whereas there are places, in other countries, mainly America, I could go where I could wander into a model shop or wander into a fish shop and someone would probably recognize me from YouTube. As soon as well, especially as soon as I open my gob anyway. It's one of those things, if I was ever doing a tour of the States when I win the lottery, if I would do things like I would sneakily pop into Priscilla's shop and sneak up behind her and go, "Hello, darling." And I would be prepared to block the punch. And then probably a hug. Yeah, choya. Yeah. Choya, cholla, holla, there, whatever. Dead cactus skeleton. Of course I would. Oh, there'd be other fish shops I'll do the same in. Other model shops I'll do the same in. Yeah, probably several shops I could walk into and there are better things. No offense, Kay, but there are better things about Norfolk than us. The natural beauty of the county, the fact that we have no more new cases of COVID reported anyway, and no new admissions to hospital. Let's put it that way. Yeah, two Norfolk nutters. Yeah, I've been here long enough to be considered a native these days. Oh no, Priscilla's got a stimulus check. Oh dear. So what are you going to spend your $1,200 on then, Priscilla? Look at the Priscilla. Yeah. But this is the thing is, now I'm earning and I buy everything. Yeah. Stay away from Wish, and in particular, stay away from the light up underwear. You know what I'm saying, Priscilla? Find this Norfolk nutters. Yeah, no. Compared to the rest of Norfolk, we're the sane ones. There are some real weirdos around here. Need more house desperately. Don't we all? I say, if I didn't build the models, I'd have a spare bedroom and that would be decked out with tanks. But obviously I can't keep fish in a room I build models in. I know Paul does, but Paul uses very powerful spray booth, which sucks all the fumes out, whereas I use a slightly open window at most. So yeah, it would be yeah, you got to treat a little one. You got to treat Xavier. Got to get him something nice and then spend the rest on yourself. So yeah, I've got, and now with the hours I'm doing now, I've actually got more money coming in than I have had before. So, so yes, I should hopefully be able to save up and get some new shiny new stuff. and while we've only got 10 fingers and 10 toes, Kay, and they're not webbed. Yeah, neither of us were born here, but we've been here long enough now that we're considered honorary Norfolkers. They don't look on us as outsiders anymore. We're not classed as Norfolk and good anymore. Kidneys new 125. Good idea. Hang on, Priscilla. Didn't you recently just downsize and clear out a bunch of tanks? Need less mystic. No more tank. Yeah, I've been here more than 20 years. I've been living in this house more than 20 years. I'm considered an Attleborough native now. 31. Cooling down a little bit then, Rich. Yeah, it's definitely coming towards the evening, and it's getting there. Hopefully I'll have a good night's sleep tonight and won't need to sleep during the day so much, because I've got quite a few chores to get done tomorrow. And I've got a funny feeling that after I cut that grass, I'm not going to be able to see for a few hours. So it'll be cut the grass and start water changes. Enabling suggestions. You could also get a Gemco air pump. That would sort all your tanks. Oh dear. I shall look at them in a bit, Priscilla. Yeah, it's always hot where you are, Priscilla. Yeah, I'll save them pictures for later. This is Angelfish USA. Cool. But again, that is another one of the issues that I have personally, and probably any of us in the UK. We will sit and watch American videos, by which I mean videos by American creators, and we will see stuff that we really, really like, and then realize we can't get it. Whether it's a tank, a filter, certain fish. Next. Yeah, okay, there are several shops around here, but they either cater purely for the general fish keeper who has one tank and keeps guppies and platies and a bristlenose, or African cichlid keepers, because that's what our water's good for around here. But if you want something else outside of that, it can be a bit tricky. Exactly the same thing happens in the modelling hobby. Plenty of models get released that never make it to the UK, so you have to try ordering them from the Far East, which at the moment isn't going to work. A bit of frustration, not enough good weather for summer tubbing. Yeah, that can be a problem. Even when we get to summer, we can't necessarily guarantee decent weather. Yeah, and I'm guessing Joshy lives somewhere relatively rural, lots of farms around, as that's what I've got here, and my water can be rather high in nitrates as well. That's one week I actually tested it was coming out the tap 150 parts per, well, I say 150. The API test kit went bright red in seconds, so I don't know how much they cost, but I'm guessing they're not cheap, Priscilla. Yeah, I'll say it's not a heavy rainfall part of the UK, Norfolk. And we are on, as I said before, we're on a chalk bedrock, chalk and flint substrate. So yeah, the water comes out the tap hard. And Anglian Water is probably the best water company in the UK, simply because they've got less water to deal with to start with. So they're careful that they don't get any leaks, despite we had a burst main a couple of villages down the road this morning, but they got that all sorted within hours. They go around, they check that there aren't leaks, all that kind of stuff, because water to them is money. They treated it, they don't want to lose it. But yeah, my experience is, say, like the Welsh Water Company, let's put it that way, they weren't exactly great. But then, Wales Water doesn't need to worry about losing a bit of water. The amount that rains in Wales. Yeah, we do need a good thunderstorm. I would be quite happy if I know most people probably won't want it, but this week I'd be quite happy if it rained Monday afternoon, all Tuesday, didn't rain Wednesday, then piddle down all Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That'd be fine by me. Yeah. Yeah, you and me both. I hate the heat too. It's just, for this time of the year, it is too hot. Now, whether that's because there is less pollution going into the atmosphere, so we've got less cloud, or less to absorb or reflect the heat, so more of the heat from the sun is hitting the ground. That's possibly my theory. Or whether we just global warming or whatever, because it's the warmest spring on record for the UK. Yeah, it rains on Saturday, you can go for a quiet beach walk, exactly, and play dodge all the rubbish that everyone else has left behind. Takes about 3 hours to room cools now. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I've been sleeping downstairs, Aaron. I literally get my mattress and bring it downstairs because it is 4 or 5 degrees cooler, and I feel safe downstairs, leaving the back door unlocked and slightly open. Whereas, if I was upstairs asleep, I wouldn't leave the door open. Yeah, less particles for the rain droplets to condense around as well. Yeah. Basically, what we need then, Kay, is to start pumping more pollution into the atmosphere, and it'll rain more. Yeah, sounds a bit strange. Hopefully, all the barbecues going up in the last few days will do that. Hopefully, yeah, barbecue smoke. The one good thing about it, it makes it rain. Yeah, and as I say, another one that people seem to forget about: if you've got a loft hatch, open it. I think we were talking about this last week, weren't we? But yeah, opening the loft hatch does make a big difference. You just get more heat going further up, so the bedroom stays a little bit cooler. Righty ho. Have a good time. Have a good week, Dan. Hope all goes well for you. You stay safe, and the baby peacock gudgeon, do what you want them to do. Damn, white spirit. Even I wouldn't use white spirit to start a Barbie. Dang. I use that on my models. I've got a whole bunch of nitromethanol. I'll use that instead. Yeah, get a nice 6 foot clear flame coming off the top of it. The joys of nitrometh. You set light to it, all you see is this tiny little blue flame at the bottom. Yeah, that's a bit pathetic. Then you catch the heat haze and you realise, oh, the flame's about that tall. It's just completely clear. Oh. Yes, it's very good for starting fires, that stuff. It makes petrol look highly unexplosive and highly unflammable. Potassium nitrate, yeah, that it would melt the metal. You definitely want to be doing that either in a brick built or such, or hole in the ground. Hi Mo, how you doing? Good to have you here. For the last 10 minutes or so anyway. Have I really been waffling on for an hour and 50 minutes already? Jeez, how do I manage it? Not like I had a subject to talk about even. Oh well, there we go. Shows I can talk about rubbish for hours on end. So I believe we are at that point where if anyone has any questions, I would never smoke near the diesel. Yeah, never smoke near the diesel. Yeah, sensible rule to have. Water changing all your tanks today, so Sundays are 4. Yep, I generally have to split mine up throughout the week now because of work. But yeah, it's a get 1 or 2 done each day, then it's not too big of a chore or take too long. No worries, Rich. Fish Fam's great for helping info and live streams especially. But yeah, look after yourself and stay safe. Love, hugs to Karen as well. Hopefully she gets improved, gets better, and you too, your knee, I believe. I'm at my best when I have no subjects to talk about. Thanks, Willie. When I'm just off the top of my head, just going random. Cold Perry cider. Just decided to take a day off tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds a good plan. Yeah, see you next week. Well, I'll probably see you Friday, Rich, or maybe during the week in the hangout if you're around. But yeah, I say majority of the people in this chat have got their own channels. So if you want to subscribe to them, go for it. Support them all. I'm not sure if there's. I'm not. Rob93 made his numbers, so he's monetized now, isn't he? I don't know if there's anyone else who's on getting close on the cusp. I'll say if there is someone in chat whose channel is getting close to a milestone, let us know and we'll see if we can bump your numbers up a little bit. I'll quite happily plug other people as other people plugged and helped me to get to that point. And again, very thankful and grateful for everyone who has. And for those who sent super chats or PayPal donations, thank you very much indeed. It will all go to good use. Not to the Buy Sharpie a Monster Fund. I will put it towards, I'll say, either fish keeping stuff or possibly modeling stuff. There'll be stuff, money I get through YouTube will go back into things that will be shown on YouTube. Yeah, it's one of those things, Aaron, you get used to it after a while. I don't know whether I'm a natural or just accept that I'm really bad at it. But I just literally put the camera in the thing, press the button, and start. I'm probably the world's worst YouTuber if you look at what you're supposed to do. But hey, I got monetized. Oh, hey, Mandy. Mwah. At least you woke up in time. You did miss D though, or did you fall asleep during D's stream? No, thank you very much, Aaron. I try and keep them simple and understandable, and relatively basic. Don't hide it when I screw something up. Don't see the point in hiding it if you screw something up. Because then, if you screw it up, you can then show people how to fix a screw up. So it becomes an even more useful video. Yeah, but you are in time for Father Fish, Mandy, so you can do your thing with the father of the fish. Another actually no. Yeah, no, I'm not going to go with that joke because the Americans definitely won't get it. I'll go with an only fools and horses joke. I'll say isn't because my nickname for Richard Blondin, who was in here earlier, I don't know if he's still here. My nickname for him is Uncle Bulgaria, after one of the Wombles. I was thinking Father Fish reminded me more of Uncle Albert from Only Fools and Horses. I did have a video I kept watching something. I hold the doors open, but the person deleted it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've not deleted any videos, I don't think. YouTube might have deleted some. Some of my older ones may have been deleted. No, I think the one that got me to death threats has basically been blocked. You've got to literally search exactly for it to find it. Mind you, the latest build may well get me some more hate. Oh, I think most of the people who see me painting a German tank pink understand why. Oh, pardon me. You know, I don't do Dunkelgelb. Dark yellow in English, by the way. Or baby poop colour, as I call it. Would I do something such as paint something wrong, Aaron? Would I go out of my way to fit the wrong gun onto a German tank with the wrong mantlet and then paint it gloss pink? Would I do such a thing? Yeah. Probably actually get that finished this week, Aaron, so it'll be on the what have we been building on the live show if there is one. Oh yeah, of course they're PO'd about Girls and Panzer. Oh, the rage. That's hilarious. Especially the fact that Dragon actually make the kits of the girls, and it's not Dragon, it's Cyber Hobby. It's one of their subsidiaries actually do the kits, where they take the Dragon kit and then do the Girls and Panzer scheme for it. That upsets people. Hi. Yeah, so USSR. Yeah, I've not necessarily got around to doing decals yet, Aaron, and there are some big flat sides on that turret that look rather boring. Yeah, just to upset German armour fans. Has to be done, I'm afraid. It's just part of who I am. It's when people tell me I painted a Russian tank the wrong shade of green. No, it's green. That's close enough. I think most modelers have seen that picture of all the T72s. There's like 100 of them all parked up, and they're all different shades of green. No two are the same color. Yeah, I do have lots of big red stars and Russian flag decals laying around, so it may well get those and perhaps an RAF roundel on the front glacis. We shall see. Depends how I feel. If I get bored, if I decide I want to upset people even more. I've upset a few people in another tank building group today, but you know, it's just what I do. Right. So, if anyone is left who is a fishy person, yeah, they're exactly. What gets me is when someone goes, "That's the wrong color," and then uses an obviously colorized photo, which was originally black and white, to prove that it's the wrong color. Yeah, no. No. According to the original photograph, the correct color for that is gray. Which is another one I have been thinking of. Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, you wouldn't want to see my grass, Tom. It's, let's just say my lawn is in full flower. Right. I'll say so. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Japanese sniper out there somewhere either. But that will be getting cut tomorrow. And if it isn't, you have permission to abuse me. Not that that'd stop anyone from abusing me anyway. It is hay in the making, yes. Well, if I leave it another week or two, it will dry out and it will be hay already. So there we go. Right, so I've done my time. Father Fish is now live. So thank you everyone for tuning in, turning up, hanging out, sticking with it for 2 hours and a bit of random nonsense. And if I don't see you in other live streams in the chat during the week, I will see you next Sunday. As long as the work rota doesn't come out that I've got to work Sunday evening. But thanks for watching. Peace. Rock on. Bye-bye. Will he find the right button this week? Will the computer work? Hello, Dave.